ایران رو به هیچ وجه من الوجه نه آمریکا نه اسرائیل نمیخوان تجزیه. آیین قدرت نه تنها تجزیه ایران رو در آینده نمیخواد، من قول به شما میدم گسترش ایران.
Very hard to compensate for the losses of aircraft and missiles and so forth during the 12-day war. So we too are getting ready for what we think will be a resumption of the war with Iran. You know, we haven't achieved much in terms of, if you're interested in peace and stability, and I see no evidence that either Israel or the United States or London are interested in peace and stability in the region. I see they're still interested in reinforcing the balkanization with the ultimate hope, which I think is forlorn, but they're hoping they can bring down Iran in ways that they were unable to bring down Russia. That is, remove the government, fragment the society, divide the country, and then ultimately get control of the oil and gas reserves. So I don't think that'll work, but that's what we're still trying to do. I think the objective of both MI6, CIA, and Mossad, of all three of those organizations, and by implication of Washington, Ankara, and Jerusalem, has been to balkanize the region. And the region is now balkanized. Destroying Syria was a critical step in the direction of completely balkanizing the Middle East.
What I did warn about when I testified in front of Congress in 2002, I said if you want to worry about a state, it shouldn't be Iraq, it should be Iran. Right after 9/11, about 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld, and one of the generals called me and he said, "Sir, you got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, "No, he says, we've made the decision, we're going to war with Iraq." This was on or about the 20th of September. So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk, he picked up a piece of paper, he said, "I just got this down from upstairs," meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran."